Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alan if you're new here, and this is Flip House Finds. Flip House Finds is not only the name of the channel, but it's also the name of my small business where I flip and resell Pokemon cards on TCGplayer.com and also on eBay. And I've been doing this for a little over 8 months now, and I use this channel as a way to tell you how to avoid the mistakes that I've made and to learn from the things that I've learned over the last few months. I've certainly learned a lot of things. I already have quite a few videos up on the channel, so dig around, and if you find anything there that you enjoy or that you find useful, I would love to get a like and a subscribe for you. Certainly have goals to eventually get this channel monetized, but if you find this content compelling and it's helped you in any way, or if I can help you get started in your journey to begin to resell things, subscribe. I'd love to see that. So you can do, I think there's, let's see which, everything's mirrored. Right over here, there should be a little icon you can click on and subscribe. So subscribe if you would, and I would love to continue to create this kind of content. Before I get started today, I realized in the last few videos, right over here, I've had this little Pokemon card, Parasol Lady, over there. I bought it for my wife. It's on a little easel over there, and I love it. It reminds me of her. In fact, I have a different copy of it here as well. It's just beautiful. It's got a rainbow, but it reminds me of my wife. And so I absolutely love this card. This is in my personal collection, and this is her only card in her personal collection, but she keeps it on display back there. And I love my wife. She's been so supportive in this journey. So shout out to Jennifer. You're the best. All right. So today I really want to dive into the difference between singles, slabs, and sealed products. And what does that mean? What should you invest in? What have I invested in? Because I realized I've had a few comments on some of my videos where people don't exactly know what I'm doing. I guess I've described it, but not with specificity. And I've dabbled in all three of those things, but which thing am I focusing on the most for my reselling journey? And I'll unpack all of that. And so when you ask which of those three things is the best for you to invest, singles. Now, if you're relatively new to the Pokemon or collecting community, a slab is anything that's inside plastic that's been graded by a company. PSA is one of the top tier companies that grades cards. And just as a quick aside, I'll put a link down below. I'm giving away one of these two slabs to a winner, and this single right here, this raw single, when I hit 250 subscribers. So if you want to subscribe, go to the link down below, go to that video, leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and you'll be in the drawing. Both of these slabs are worth about 60 bucks. The raw card there is worth about 25, but there's a whole story with that card. Go watch the video. I'd love to have you part of this community and helping me create content and giving me your ideas, because I'd love to create content that speaks directly to you. But I digress. So singles are the cards that you buy, kind of like Parasol Lady I showed you a moment ago. It's a card that this particular card has a particular value on TCG Player. If I was to buy this from a seller, I would try to pay them 60 to 70% of the market value of the card. I then know what the card is worth, and as long as I can get that out of my inventory in a relatively timely manner, I have enough margin there where I'm going to make profit. So as far as a business perspective, singles, that's how you would use singles to flip. Slabs would be graded cards, and some people will take these cards, take a raw card like this one, send it into a company like PSA, and try to increase their investment if there's someone that's maybe investing in the space. I haven't really invested in the space per se. Some of the slabs I have are increasing in value over time, but that's not a long play that I'm doing. It's just something as I see a card and I'm interested in it, I may snag a copy, and over time it will increase in value. And so slabs, you can either buy cards already slabbed, but typically, like in particular, there's a video I'm going to be doing hopefully later today or tomorrow where I'm actually going to take a few cards to my friendly local game shop and send them off to PSA and get them graded. One of those cards raw is worth about $25, but if it scores a Gem Mint 10, which is virtually perfect, it's not necessarily precisely perfect, but if it's close to perfect, that card has been selling on eBay for around $200. So you can take a $25 card, spend about $25 to send it off through a local game shop that has a PSA rep coming by, taking cards off so you don't have to pay the shipping and handling, and then get that back. And if it scores a Gem Mint 10, then you've increased your investment, and I can sell it for more money. So some people like to do that play in their reselling business. They'll buy cards to try to do that, and it depends on the surface of the card, the spacing. Again, another video for a later time. And then there's sealed product, people that like to buy sealed things. So this is the only, actually I have a couple other sealed products over there, but this is the Destin Rivals ETB Elite Trainer Box. It's not the Pokemon Center version. You can see it doesn't have the stamp. I actually got this at my friendly local game shop. On the opening of new sets. They sell everything at retail price. So I picked this up for a little over $50 from my local game shop. And it's now, I think the value of it on TCGplayer is somewhere between 70 and 85, somewhere in there. I haven't looked because I'm not planning on selling it. And so the play with these may be a little bit longer play where you sit on them for a few years, scarcity happens, and then maybe it goes up in value if it's a set that has a lot of hype around it, like the 151 set and things like that, that may go up in value. So when you ask the question, which is best for you? The first question, well, the answer is it depends. It depends, right? It depends on, are you just a collector that has no plans on reselling these products in any way? Are you a reseller? So which one is going to mitigate your risk and which one is going to be the easiest, or maybe it's not about ease, but like which one is going to be a better predictable outcome for you on the other side? Are you an investor? There's a whole side of the hobby, and I'll do a video on this at some point too, where people are just buying up as many copies or sealed products as they can to invest, to put them in a closet, to forget about them, so that down the year it will appreciate. And if you look at the last 30 years of Pokemon history, and other card games as well, if you sit on an ETB or a booster bundle or a booster box long enough, I don't think there's been a single product that's come out that hasn't increased in value. If you buy something at market right now, at the market price, which would be above MSRP, there is the possibility that the price will go down. Certainly, as maybe another print run is done or something like that. But if you buy it at retail, if you buy this at the $50, $55 range when it comes out, whatever the limits are at the place where you buy them, however many copies you can get, it will go up in value. But you may have to sit on it for a while. And so how does that play itself out in your investment or your reselling journey? So let's talk about it. So I would say some of the things that it depends on is, what is your budget? If you're a collector that just pulls out the credit card or your debit card or whatever, your PayPal account, whatever it is, and you're just buying up anything that's shiny and that you enjoy and that brings you joy, that's great. And so honestly, you can collect whatever makes you happy, whatever you're passionate about, go and do that. For me, when I started this business, I started with a rigid $1,000. That was all that I was going to invest. And so right now, if you look at the payments I have coming from TCGplayer and the money that I currently have in my bank account, I've got a little over $1,000 that's coming back, and I still have all of these singles that I need to list. There's probably 100 cards here I need to list later this week. And so all of that is actually profit on top of the 1,000. But all the 1,000 stamps I've bought over the course of the last 8 months, envelopes, shipping shields, this microphone, that light, this camera, that card, I can't point, it's weird over there. Even these like plastic plants over here, right? Like those are all things I've bought for my business out of the proceeds from my business. So even though all I currently have coming to my account right now is right around that $1,000, I have potential with these singles to get up over the $1,000. And I have this ETB even came out of my business funds. So this is, the value of that has increased. And so that's part of my investment. So for me, that's my budget is $1,000. Even my personal collection, as I find cards like the Parasol Lady that I like and I want to put aside into my personal collection, that's come out of the proceeds of my business as well. And so it just depends on what your budget is. Are you someone that is a good budgeter, or are you someone that just buys anything that brings you joy? I don't think there's anything wrong with both, as long as you can pay your bills and all those kinds of things in your personal life. But I think that's going to depend on which thing you collect, single, slabs, or sealed. Which one is the best for you? It also depends on what are your goals. Like for me, I'm wanting to create a profitable business. That's my goal. And so I cannot buy some of these products and invest too much in them, or buy too many of these. Slabs, certainly you cannot sell these on TCGplayer, it doesn't support that yet, but you can sell them on eBay. eBay listings take a little bit longer time to take the pictures, to get them up, to get them sent off, whereas TCGplayer, I have a nice rhythm. Again, you can go watch the other videos of that. If your goal is just to increase your personal collection, that's great. If you're trying to master set a particular set of Pokemon cards, that's great too. So what are your goals? If your goal is not to create a profitable business, but maybe you're someone that just loves to rip cards and you're just trying to sell duplicates so you can have more money in your bank account to rip more cards because that's the part of the hobby that you like, then do that. That's fine too. So what are your goals? So what's your budget? What are your goals? Then the next thing is what's available in your area. And again, I live in the Twin Cities, robust Pokemon community here, lots of card shops, lots of people willing to sell cards. Not just Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering, Star Wars Unlimited, whatever it is that you're interested in. And so what's available in your area? And so if you're trying to build a small business, you'll want to be like, what can I readily get my hands on? And so that may dictate, maybe you've got a huge slab community in your area. And so you can pick these guys up all the time. Maybe you've got a robust singles community. That sounds like I'm Pokemon dating site, Pokemon singles. Maybe you can pick up singles easily. Maybe you've got lots of people in the area that are super passionate about sealed product. So that's certainly one of the things to consider as well. And then I think the last thing is really what brings you joy. I've mentioned it earlier. What are you passionate about? Which of those things really fires you up and gets you excited about the hobby? And if you are in the reselling business, which are the things that you can learn and get passionate about that you can also make money over time with those things? And so for me, I've chosen to go the route of the singles. For me, that makes the most sense. It's the most liquid that I found in my particular, for my temperaments and the way that I'm able to sell, the margin that I have in my life, what's available in my area. And so I've chosen to go the route of singles. And so I'm buying people's collections and lots of cards to then list individually on a place like TCGplayer and sell those. And because I'm a level 4 seller, I'm able to say, hey, if you spend $5 or more, you get free shipping. So some of my orders will be multiple cards because they're trying to get to that $5 threshold. And so when I can send out a dozen cards and make, for $5, then I'm making a little bit of profit on each of those cards. And so for me, I'd rather make small amounts of money multiplied over time, which allows my investment to come back into my bank account and my business to begin to grow a little bit. And as I continue to grow, I'm not going to necessarily need to buy more recording gear or cameras or lights. And so certainly this represents probably, $400 of equipment between the microphone, the camera, and the light. And so I could have $1,400 in my bank account right now and then go buy a bigger set. So the goal is for me is to continue to sell cards so that what's available in my bank account continues to get to be a larger and larger and larger sum, and then to pivot that into bigger collections and then just pour fuel on the fire and continue to sell cards. Now, when I begin to have more money available or capital available in my bank account, I may pivot a little bit. If I can come across a good deal where I can pick up a few ETBs and keep them sealed and keep them up here in my cabinet and hang on to those for a couple of years and then resell them down the road, that's great. But I need to have as much liquid capital, available money in my account so that I can continue to buy either bigger and bigger sets or higher value cards. Because if you buy a single card that's worth $500 and all you have is $1,000 in your account, but this card's not going to sell very quickly, until you sell the card, you're not going to get that money back in your account to buy that next set. And there's sometimes you don't ever want to buy into FOMO, the fear of missing out, when you see something sold online that you're going to go put something on a credit card or do something that's risky. But in order to pick up sets that become available, larger sets, so you only have to make one purchase a month versus multiple smaller purchases, you need to have more capital, more money growing in your account so that you can do that. So for me, that's my goal, is to make sure I never run out of liquid capital when it comes time to buy stamps or envelopes, shipping shields, whatever those next things that I need to continue to run my business smoothly. But also at the same time have plenty of money so that when some of these collections come up on Facebook Marketplace, or if I hear about it just out while I'm connecting with other Pokemon fans, that I have the money to jump in on an opportunity as it arrives. Again, not to do it in a risky way, but to do it in a wise way. And so those are the things that I would say that if you're trying to decide where do you dive into the hobby, singles, slabs, or sealed, to consider, which is best for you. The answer is truly it depends. Are you a collector? Are you a reseller? Are you an investor? Which one are you focused on? Are you a little bit of each? And then what is your budget? What are your goals for your Pokemon purchases? What's available in your area? And then which one brings you the most joy? What are you the most passionate about? And if you can combine all of those things and answer those questions, I think it's going to become obvious which one is best for you. For me, it's singles right now. But again, like I said, maybe down the road, as I begin to grow my business and have a little bit more money available, maybe there are some opportunities to pick up some slabs or some sealed cards. I know that when you get bigger collections, sometimes it may come with a combination of all three. Maybe someone's getting out of the hobby altogether and they've got 5,000 singles and they've got 6 ETBs and they've got, 50 slabs, and they want to sell it all to you at one time, and you're going to miss out on some of the deal if you don't buy all of it. Well, then maybe you have a little bit of each and you have to kind of sell off that inventory or give it to your friends or whatever you do. And so consider those things. And if I can help you in any way to discern which of those things is best, please feel free to let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to help you. Certainly, I have a little bit of thoughts about which direction I've gone. But as a reminder, as I said at the top of the video, giving away these cards. So make sure you click the link down below to the giveaway video, like and leave a comment on that video, and subscribe. And once we hit 200 followers on YouTube, we're going to give away these cards, and I can't wait to get them to you. And I'm going to pay for postage if you're somewhere else in the world besides America. I'll get these to you. Excited to give those away. Maybe that's the start to your journey as well. But guys, this is Alan. That's me. This is Flip House Finds. And you know what? I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everybody.